Hello boys and girls, my name is SidAlpha, and we're coming together today to take a look at another RPG style offering. This in particular I chose because, let's face it, I have a soft spot for RPGs. I really do. I love playing them. RPGs have from what I've found, have the most content and the most meaningful content out of most other video games, and for me have always provided the most enriching gaming experience that I've ever had in my life. From games like Mass Effect to Dragon Age and all sorts of other RPG style games, even to the point where I still play D&D on a weekly Twitch stream on Saturdays, which, if you guys are followers of the channel, you've heard me talk about ad infinitum. But this in particular is a game, Warrior's Wrath, that was released actually some while ago, earlier this month, May 7th to be exact. And it's been out for a while, and so far the reviews on it have been mostly positive, so I decided, maybe I should check it out and see if there's actually something here or not. But before we get into the main meat of the matter, let's take a quick look at the options menu. Oh no. It's another one of those. God, it's the default Unity options menu. Why, God, why? Why would you subject us to this? Oh, God. Oh, God, please. No. Say it isn't so. No, Warrior's Wrath. No, please. Well, maybe if we actually go into the game, we'll actually see a different options menu. That does happen sometimes. Let's pop over and take a look. Okay, so there is an in-game options menu. Thank God. Okay. Motherfuck. Well, graphics ranging from fastest up to fantastic, which is straight out of the Unity menu. Music, sound effects, and environment grass. Yeah. So this options menu is obviously missing a lot. So here we are with Warrior's Wrath by Storm Sharks Production. Now this is an action-adventure RPG with some hack-and-slash elements thrown in to boot. It takes you through the story of one of 5 characters, the knight, the archer, the wizard, samurai, and the Viking, as they try and beat back demonic forces in an attempt to close a portal to hell. That actually kind of sounds a bit like Doom, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm sure it's only a coincidence. So the game does allow for both keyboard and mouse or controller to be used, and for these type of games I actually recommend using the controller if you have one, as it does help make the play experience feel a little smoother. Aside from that, the controls and the basic combat are serviceable but slightly flawed and honestly could use a little polish, which, to be honest, I think is noticeable in just about every aspect of the game once I had a chance to get through it all. It's as if the developers here stopped just shy of creating something really epic, and it's a bit of a shame. The resource gathering, questing, and market systems are pretty run-of-the-mill for games of this type, but aren't badly done either, just sort of expected. Quests can be received from multiple characters, each with their own little personality, which shows that there was thought put into the game and it's not just some kind of weird asset flip. Now, the graphics are fairly typical cartoonish style that is better than a lot of similarly priced games, and actually is kind of fun in its own way. It reminds me sort of in some ways to Castle Crasher's art style. While not exceptional, are a little fun. And it's worth noting that the game does run in 60 FPS, and I haven't seen any noticeable dips in the frame rate, and there haven't been any crashes either. The game does have bugs to work out, however, and is by no means perfect. Again, it seems like the devs came so close to something amazing but fell just shy. The game does have a certain amount of replayability owing to the 5 different character classes, but there really isn't enough variety in the story to make it truly interesting outside of seeing what their different abilities are to fit your own playstyle the best. But for completionists, this will add on a decent amount of playtime. And I do have to mention that the story is pretty basic and lacking in innovation, but it serves the purpose well enough. So, summing things up, guys, this game, while not a bad game by any means, is definitely not an outstanding game either. It's one of those times where I actually had to think a fair amount before I was willing to go one way or the other on whether or not I could recommend this game, because it feels really good and it's actually fun, but at the same time it's definitely flawed. It needs work. It feels unfinished. And it also feels, like I've said multiple times, that the devs were doing a really fantastic job and then just stopped. Like, they just decided, okay, we're done. We're not going to bother dealing with this anymore. Whereas I also feel if that's the case and they kept going with this, then they would have come up with a game that was actually truly awesome and people would be raving about. As it stands, it's sort of average in a lot of different respects. However, for the price tag, it is fun enough to where I can actually give you a recommendation that if you spend the $7 on the game, it won't feel like a waste of money to you. I feel like it'll be, while not a great buy, a decent enough buy to warrant your purchase. However, that is contingent on your actually being a fan of these style of games. If you're not a fan of these type of games, I'd give this one a pass until either the price dropped down or you ended up getting bored and really had nothing else to do. Also, I learned that the game states that it's in multiple chapters, and this is apparently chapter 1, which means they're going to be releasing this game in 3 different parts. So there is no complete story for the game at this time. However, hopefully that will happen, because the development team here, they showed a lot of promise. They really did. They had something almost great on their hands here, and I think if they worked at it a little bit more, it would transform into something truly spectacular, and I really hope they do invest some more time, some more effort to polish the game some more, make it feel more completed, and then they'll really have something here. So with that being said, boys and girls, this has been Warrior's Wrath by Storm Sharks Production, and it is on Steam as of May 7th for $7 or your original equivalent, and it's not a bad buy. Like I said, not a great buy, but not a bad buy. So once again, thanks for watching, boys and girls. I appreciate you taking the time, and I will see you next time. Hi there, boys and girls. Thanks for checking my video out. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even that subscribe button. Trust me, it works really good. Don't forget to share with your friends, and if you're interested in following me on Twitter and Facebook, the links for that are in the description down below. I also have a Patreon if you're interested in helping to support the growth of my channel, and the link for that is down below as well. And once again, thanks for watching and supporting my channel, guys. I really appreciate it.